very good morning to all of you. You look to be tired right in the morning. Eh? There is no energy in your voice. A very good morning to all of you. Yeah, that's like the morning. Morning you should be full of energy. Maybe end of the day, a lower level of energy could be acceptable, but not at this time of the day. So thank you for presenting me to this group, the future administrator for the Amrut Kal. मैं सामान्य तौर पे जहाँ कहीं भी बात करता हूँ हिंदी में बोलता हूँ और मैं बताना चाहता हूँ कि मैं क्यों हिंदी में बोलता हूँ. बाकी कल मैंने फेज 5 को जब मैं एड्रेस कर रहा था उसमें somebody said कि नहीं आप अंग्रेजी बोले तो देन आई एड्रेस इन इंग्लिश. मैं हिंदी इसलिए बोलता हूँ क्योंकि मैं ज्वाइंट सेक्रेटरी फॉरेनर था भारत सरकार में MHA में और रसिया गया था एक स्टेट टू स्टेट किसी सब्जेक्ट पर डिस्कशन के. See, I was leading the team, Indian team, and सामने की तरफ से हमारे काउंटर पार्ट, he was leading the Russian team. We were discussing immigration and visa. करीब 3 घंटे तक हमारा डिस्कशन हुआ. मैं एक बार अंग्रेजी में बोलता था, हमारे बगल में बैठा हुआ कोई उसको रशियन में ट्रांसलेट करता था, सामने वाला रशियन में बोलता था, उसके बगल बैठा हुआ इंग्लिश में ट्रांसलेट करता था. मेरे टीम में भी 7-8 ऑफिसर्स थे फॉरेन, हमारे तमाम सारे हमारे ऑफिसर थे, उसकी तरफ के टीम ऑफिसर. एंड आफ्टर दैट वी टी एंड ऑल कंटिन्यूड ड्यूरिंग दैट डिस्कशन. लेकिन उसके जब मैं लंच के लिए गया, आई फाउंड दिस गाय वाज स्पीकिंग सच ए फैंटास्टिक इंग्लिश. मैंने कहा यार तुम क्यों बेवकूफ बना रहे थे हम. आई मीन समथिंग व्हिच वी कुड हैव डन इन 1 आवर. क्योंकि जब ये ट्रांसलेट करके बात करते तो आप पूरी बात भी नहीं करते, आधी अधूरी बात करते हैं, आप थोड़ा करते हैं, सामने वाला ट्रांसलेट करते. ऐसा तो नहीं कि दिस इज ए टेक्स्ट स्पीच, दिस कम्स ऑटोमेटिकली. हम किस सर्टेन सब्जेक्ट पे बात करें, नेगोशिएट कर रहे हैं, तो वो मैं कुछ बोलता था, फिर वो सामने वाला कुछ बोलता था, फिर वो, तो ये हमारी स्पीड 1/3 हो जाती. एंड ही वाज स्पीकिंग सच ए फैंटास्टिक इंग्लिश. तो उसने कहा कि भाई हम कोई भी गवर्नमेंट का जो काम करते हैं, जो भी सरकारी काम करते हैं, वो हम रशियन में ही करते हैं. एंड लेट मी टेल यू, आई हैड द सेम एक्सपीरियंस इन मोस्ट अदर कंट्री, चाहे वो जर्मनी हो, चाहे जापान हो, चाहे फ्रांस हो, सब जगह वो जो बोलते हैं वो इवन दो स्पीक सच ए गुड इंग्लिश, दे स्पीक इन द लोकल लैंग्वेज. अपने भाषा में फ्रेंच बोलते हैं, जर्मन में बोलते हैं, जापानीज जो बोलते हैं वो इंग्लिश में नहीं बोलते, इवन दो दे आर वेरी फ्लुएंट इन इंग्लिश. तो मैंने तय किया कि फिर मैं अब हर फोरम पे हिंदी में ही बात करूँ. इनफैक्ट एज ए सेक्रेटरी टू गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, जो मैं करीब 4 साल 7 महीने रहा, एज ए सेक्रेटरी यू हैव टू डू लॉट ऑफ टॉकिंग. और टॉकिंग करनी पड़ती है डिफरेंट फोरम से जाकर. एवरी फोरम आई स्पोक इन. ओनली व्हेन देयर वर सम फॉरेनर्स वेयर दे कुड नॉट अंडरस्टैंड, आई विल स्विच ओवर टू इंग्लिश. अगर आप लोगों को कोई ऑब्जेक्शन हो तो मैं हिंदी में बात करूँ, अदरवाइज आई विल कंटिन्यू डूइंग इंग्लिश. व्हाट? इंग्लिश? ओके फाइन, आई रिस्पेक्ट योर सो, बट मैं आपसे एक्सपेक्ट करूंगा कि आई मीन यू आर ज्वाइनिंग इंडियन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सर्विस, भारतीय प्रशासनिक सेवा के आप बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट मेंबर हैं. एंड यू आर गोइंग टू टेक दिस कंट्री थ्रू द नेक्स्ट 35 ईयर्स. आपके बहुत सारी जिम्मेदारियां आप संभालेंगे. यू मस्ट हैव प्रोफिशिएंसी इन इट. अगर अभी नहीं है तो यू मस्ट डेवलप दैट. ये हिंदी बहुत आवश्यक है, ये राष्ट्रभाषा है, सबको जोड़ती है, पूरे देश को जोड़ती है. तो जोड़ने के लिए यू मस्ट डेवलप दैट प्रोफिशिएंसी इन स्पीकिंग, in understanding, in all your conversations. तो जहाँ भी संभव हो, जैसे भी संभव हो, यहाँ भी हिंदी पढ़ाई जाती. मैं जब मसूरी एकेडमी में थे तो पढ़ाई जाती थी, हमारे साथ लोग पढ़ते थे. कंटिन्यू दिस बिकॉज दिस इज व्हाट कनेक्ट्स अस. वो हम सारे लोगों को साथ साथ जोड़ते. एनीवे, सो आई विल स्विच ओवर टू इंग्लिश. सो थैंक यू. सो दिस इज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर मी टू टॉक टू यू ऑन मैनेजिंग सिटीज फॉर ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट. I came to know that Kunal Kumar, who was my joint secretary when I was urban secretary, Kunal Kumar spoke to me about smart city. In fact, I had a detailed conversation with Kunal what he spoke. So I'll try to speak those things. Maybe you got some ideas on how smart cities have worked. But definitely he must have come with a notion of mission to movement, which I'll touch upon when I take that smart city. So mission to movement, how can that mission be? Because a lot of people used to maybe politicians, member of parliament, various others they used to come to my ministry and they asked, can we declare our city also as a smart city? So then we started this concept of mission to move. Because mission was only to learn, to experiment, to see what we can do by bringing the concept of smartness into the urban governance. Whether it was infrastructure, whether it was delivery of services to the individuals, or it is collection of revenue or whatever. I mean, all aspects of the city, if that could be made smart, what was our learning? Can that become a hallmark for all our future urban governance? That is the mission to move. Like it is not this city which was selected, like say city of Varanasi was selected a smart city, not only smart city of Varanasi, but all cities around it, whether it is a municipalities or town area, they all need to become smart for future. And that is what is our responsibility for the Amrit Kaal. It's a great learning from, a call given by the Honorable Prime Minister to make our cities smart. So, I will touch upon various aspects of the city, and especially from the point of view what I spoke yesterday to our Phase 5 officers, that was mainly focused on from the policy perspective, that they are going to hold the responsibilities of Additional Secretary and Secretary to Government of India. So it was more focused on the policy perspective. Now from your angle, I am going to touch upon something which you are going to be the administrator who are responsible for the city. Even as a sub-divisional magistrate, you will have certain responsibilities. Someday you become municipal commissioner, someday you will hold some other position. So what is going to be your responsibility and how you are going to contribute, that is going to be my focus. India primarily, when we joined service or even when we were studying, was primarily a rural country. Our major population, 80% population was living in the rural area. But the city is undergoing a huge transformation. The census 2001 to 11, we didn't have the 21 census because of COVID. This 1 to 11, we saw that the growth in the rural area was same as the growth of the urban area. But if we project what is expected in 21, the growth in urban area is far more than that in the rural area. In fact, the projections from various experts says that before 2050, we are going to be primarily an urban country. That is a total population, projected to be in the urban area living, it will be more than 80 crores. Currently, our urban population is around 34 to 35%, is around 46 to 47 crores. So this number is growing very fast. Whatever you do or you don't do, the urban areas are going to increase. The cities are growing. Number of urban centers are increasing. Converting from the rural to the urban is changing. This development is automatically happening because urbanization offers you various opportunities. See, in 2000, we had around 47% of the cities which were more than 5 lakhs of population. But this number is going to go above 60% by 2035. So the city's size is growing. Our number of cities whose population was more than 5 million, more than 50 lakhs. That was only 6 in 2000. But this number is going to go to, by 2035, this number is going to go to 13. In fact, the number of cities, highest growth rate of the cities across the globe, top 20 fast growing cities in the world, 17 of them are from India. The percentage of growth for the urban area is far more than the rural area, and it is almost more than 2%. When you compare with the rest of the world, see that other than China, whose urban population is around 84 crores, their population is huge and the percentage of urban population is more. India is the next only, our population living in the urban area is almost like 46 to 47 crores. It's a big number. Even US, all of their percentages may be more, but the absolute terms, we are far more. But again, when you say some place is urban, it doesn't mean that we are following the same definition across the globe. Urban means when you say statutory towns, you understand. Putting 8-9 months in the IAS, you must have learned. What is statutory town? A town which is declared under statute to be a town, a city. Like under the Corporation Act or the municipality of the town area. That is statutory towns. That way our population is only 26% in 2011 census. But in the census operation, 2011, there is a concept of census towns. Census towns is a town whose population is more than 5,000, whose density is more than 400 per square kilometers, or more than 75% of the male population is working on other than agricultural activities. If you take that and the outgrowths you take, the population was 31%, which is now, which I said, 34 to 35%. But if you take the definitions which are applied different places across the globe, you can see it at your, you can do some more research on yourself. You will find our urban population is more than 70%. But we are having this kind of our definition is far more tougher. That's why our population is around 34-35%. You must have heard this phrase, cities are engines of economic growth. In fact, cities are the place where the human beings, they congregate and their various efforts, their energies, their capabilities, they are all synchronized. And through that kind of activities emerges whether the new enterprise of business, enterprise, investments in various kinds of manufacturing, possibilities of education, health, various kinds of things which emerge. That's how the cities emerge. Cities is not today's phenomenon. Even in Mohenjo-daro, the cities, urban areas in that, say almost 2000 years BC. Because people congregated there. So these cities are the engines of economic growth. I will try to explain through small exercise. When you have one letter A, there is a possibility of writing only one word, and that the word is A. But if you have three letters, say ACT, you can write 4 words. 3 letters leading to the 4 words. But if you have got 4 letters, you have got 8 words. As the letters increase, the number of words increase. If you have got, say, this 10 words, you can make 10 letters, you can make 595 words. So, as the number increases, the possibilities keep on increasing. You can develop more and more complex system. That's what the city is. As the people come together, different people have got different kinds of capabilities, and that is how new possibilities, new potentials, they emerge. And this has been proved across the globe. Various, technical writings across the globe, that the countries which are urbanized, in fact, path for the growth, economic growth, is the urbanized. The rural area should support the urban area. The rural area is very important. Agriculture is very important. Animal husbandry is very important. Fisheries is important. All these things, our survival depends on that. But the total population dependent on this, total population is engaged on this needs to go down. And population dependent on the other activities which are higher level of economic activities, that need to go up. And that is possible in the urban areas. Our total GDP right now is around $2,300. This GDP, if we grow, our urbanization increases, the GDP grows. And this is proof through the data which is for our own states. The states which have urbanized, say states like Maharashtra, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, those who are at a higher level of urbanization, their economic, you just heard our Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, the point which was making. Urbanization of Assam is around 15-16%. Urbanization of Maharashtra is more than 50%. Urbanization of Tamil Nadu is more than 50%. Urbanization of Uttar Pradesh is around 31-32%, the same percentage as the national average. More the urbanized, more economic growth. Because this offers the possibility where people can get together, engage into activities, and that may lead to the higher GDP. See the contribution to the GDP, rural and urban. You see, I have put the time series, and the time series shows currently it is slightly above 50%. This is likely to grow to 70% by 2050, more than 75%, almost like 75%. And as the urbanization happens, the poverty keeps on going down. In fact, I will quote a statement by Honorable Prime Minister when he says the urbanization digests power. When the people move from the rural to the urban area, their economic status goes up and the consumption goes up. Their contribution to the economy goes up, and with that, the poverty level comes down. We have a phenomenon where our younger population in India, you see, must have heard about this demographic dividend. Our country is much younger. When the country is much younger, the contribution of those who are dependent and those who are contributing to the economy, this ratio is those who are less than 15 years of age and more than 65 years of age, those who are dependent, is lesser than those who are between 15 to 65, where their economic contribution is. The country is going to grow like this. Say by 2050 plus, we are going to be a country of a different kind. The demographic dividend is going to reduce, which is clear to this chart. You will find for the different ages for different countries. The demographic dividend for India started in 2018, it goes up to 2055. Till 2055, we will be a younger country and there will be more contributors to the economy. And when you have this kind of younger contributor, you can skill them, skill India. When you skill them, they will contribute more. You can still hire and hire skills. They will contribute higher and higher. As you start the factors of production, they engage into the different kind of activities. You will find that the contribution to the growth of economy is going to be much higher. In fact, the call of Honorable Prime Minister to take us to the $5 trillion economy by 2027. Our state chief minister has taken us to $1 trillion economy. So this is possible only because now there is a large population. You have to skill them. You heard Honorable Chief Minister about one district, one medical college. Same thing happening in Uttar Pradesh. We have got 63 districts already have a medical college. We started with 37, but now 63, and all 75 are going to have a medical college. This is a call coming from the Prime Minister. This is all part of the growth, and not only medical colleges, number of universities, number of technical institutions, number of ITIs. You have to, they have to increase because you can keep on skilling your younger population, and they will contribute to the economy. But when urbanization is there, urbanization is lot of challenges and lot of opportunities also. This is a typical scene of Mumbai. Those who have been to Mumbai would have seen this kind of a scene. Urbanization leads to one, the first problem is the housing. The person comes and he lives in unplanned settlements. He compromises on the quality of life. You must have seen the scene of people moving from the larger cities to the lower towns, smaller towns, or moving to the rural areas when the pandemic started in 2020. Why was that? They were forced to live like this. They had to compromise on their living standards. Urban flooding is now it is not uncommon. Many cities, you see Chennai, the city of Chennai, you have seen the city of Mumbai, the city of Gurgaon, many cities across the country, they are facing this urban flooding. Why is that? It's an unplanned development. This filth, the unhygienic conditions, though this has, it has disappeared through this 2014 clarion call by Honorable Prime Minister for Swachh Bharat. The Swachh Bharat mission has played a very important role in making the country cleaner, but still there is a long way to go. There is to make it complete, an ideal kind of a condition, which I will touch upon later. So this is also one of the aspects. The congestion. You visit any city, you find the kind of congestion. We need to address that because congestion means there is a psychological frustration on the part of the people who are moving on the road. There is opportunity lost because the time is also cost, the time is also revenue. This is opportunity lost. How do you find when we are moving in the city of, say, Bangkok? When I was a special secretary in tourism, gone to the conference, you find it, the city used to just crawl. Now with the public transport system, things have started moving faster. Think of the city of Delhi, which has got 400 kilometers of network of metro. If the metros were not there, the kind of congestion which will be there, and the number is this public transport system needs to increase. It needs to play an important role. The pollution. When the World Health Organization WHO publishes the cities with the highest polluted cities, good number of cities in our country figure there in that list. You can Google and you can see that. So this is also one challenge. Why this pollution? There are many things contributing to that, many factors contributing to that. You can see for yourself. Urban area is much more polluted than the rural area. And the pollution means directly impacting your health, direct implication on your life, your contribution, your capacity and capabilities. If the lungs are congested, you just see the kind of what you can contribute, your level of energy is going to go down. So this is another challenge. There are many challenges which urbanization poses. But on the other side, urbanization also offers huge opportunities, a good quality of life. The Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana has offered so many people in the urban area, more than 1 crore, which have got good quality of housing. It offers the good quality of health system. And I saw the various, in your program, you must have seen that. Good places to walk for entertainment, for your education, for commercial, various other activities. The quality of life improves in the urban area. How the urbanization has changed over the period of time. See, when I joined service in 1984, our ambition was to become Chief Development Officer, to become Rural Development Commissioner, to take up job in rural sector. But now when a younger officer like you is joining, you are all looking for your opportunities in the municipal corporation, in the development authority, in the housing sector, in the urban sector. Because the country, the future, I said, very soon the country is going to be majorly urbanized area. And then that is going to contribute to the economy. And as an administrator for the urban area, you need to see that these challenges which people face, these challenges, how can those challenges be reduced? The city become conducive for people to live and contribute to their best. If somebody is a writer, let him write his best things, best pieces. If somebody is a sports person, let him give his best shot in the sports. So this, how can cities be made better livable place? That is the challenge. And this journey, you will find that initially till 70s are all, even our plan document did not even mention about the urban area. We started making, in fact, to call yourself as an urbanite, somebody will take a shame. Will not even say that I am from urban area. You will take a pride that I am from the rural area. This was the kind of scenario a few years back. For the first time in JNNURM 2004, some manner of to the National Urban Renewal Mission, Urban Renewal Mission, some activities were taken, but all taken on an ad hoc manner, with no preparation, with no sight on a bigger goal. The real urban sector journey started after 2014, after the Prime Minister Modi took over, and he started with various missions. I am going to give a brief on those missions. I had a privilege of leading these missions in from Government of India across the country. His famous statement, this statement came when we were, there was the first anniversary of Smart City, and it was being organized in Pune. In fact, Kunal, who spoke to you a couple of days back, he was the municipal commissioner of Pune and doing a lot of work in the city of Pune. That is how we chose to celebrate the first anniversary in Pune. And this statement is the true statement. This is like poverty is digested by the urbanization. So urbanization offers that big opportunity. We need to urbanize. We need to see that our people get the best opportunity. And if you don't do that, maybe the challenges are going to, if urbanization is going to be there, the challenges become worse and worse. Things are not going to work out for what we are aiming at. And through Prime Minister Modi's vision, urbanization at the 3 level. We took certain things which were at the all cities, it's a pan-India. Things like Swachh Bharat Mission, which is essential for everybody. Things like basic infrastructure, water, sewer, drainage. Initially, in the first phase, we took it for 500 cities, those whose population is more than 100,000. Not only because the resources were less, also because the state was not ready. We didn't have enough capacity to absorb the money and to do all this. Because to lay down a sewer system, to lay down water supply system, you need people who need to work. And that was not available. During the phase 1 of this Amrut for 5 years, 2015 to 20, we developed that capacity. And now with that confidence in 2021, that when Prime Minister launched the Amrut 2.0, now we can say we are developing on the cities to become, they 100% will be able to give water connection, will be able to cover through the sewer system, and that is the time for the next 5 years. National Urban Livelihood Mission. This is how to those who are coming from the rural to urban area in search of job, in search of various livelihood opportunities, how to skill them, how to get them job, what kind of job which will contribute towards the growth of the city, growth of the state, growth of the country. So this is NURL, this is NURM, NULM. And next is housing for all. This is Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. How can those who are deprived of the housing, a good quality of the housing, they can be given housing, because housing is everybody's dream. Everybody wants a house, small or big, a good quality of house for living. And if you have a good quality of living, he can contribute his best. So these are the basic things for all cities, nearly 4,800 cities. And then 100 smart cities to experiment. How the new future urban India is going to be. That's a 100 smart cities. And there have been a lot of learning from the smart cities, which I am going to share later. And then some cities to take the urban transport because they have become too congested, to address that issue, learn from there and address the issue for the rest of the cities. Because as the cities grow, the challenges of congestion, pollution and accidents, they keep on increasing. Now briefly about this Swachh Bharat Mission 2.0. I will ask you, I don't know whether you have gone through this, you must go through this, how this Swachh Bharat Mission has been implemented. In fact, I have the privilege of doing right from the beginning, from conceptualization to till 2021 December, I was in Government of India. It's a fantastic journey. When the Prime Minister announced, he made a statement from the rampart of the Red Fort on 15th August 2014 that we are going to take this Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Many people thought that this is suicidal because this has never happened in the country. People did know that what is the vision of the Prime Minister, how he is going to do that. And both rural and urban area. And urban area is much bigger challenges than the rural area. Rural area is another big challenge. So, our journey started from 2014, 2nd of October, when he launched the Swachh Bharat Mission. Now that Swachh Bharat Mission 2.0 had come in 2021. See, I can say with pride, Swachh Bharat Mission, which we thought it is not only cleaning, it is not only jhadu lagane ka program nahi. There is so much of entrepreneurship building, so much of learning, so many jobs have come in the Swachh Bharat Mission. If you see this, the world's largest survey called Swachh Sarvekhan, involving nearly 45 crores of population. It has never happened across the globe. That's happened, and there is nobody raises that question. And the cities are aspiring to get higher and higher rank. The cities, we started with open defecation free, then we got open defecation free plus, double plus, water plus means not only the toilets are constructed, but the fecal sludge is collected and safely consumed. No used water or the bad water goes into any of the stream, whether it is a nala or river or say water body or whatever. That is the water plus. And today some 7-8 cities have become water plus, and other cities are aspiring, they are working on it. We had developed this a ranking system of, say, garbage-free star rating. Cities are aspiring to become 1-star, 3-star, 5-star, 7-star. Now, one city has become 7-star. If you go to the city of Indore, you'll see the kind of, when we had this 3-hour conference, international conference in city of Indore, the Japanese minister who had come, he said that he would like to have his own cities like the city of Indore. Say the river, the two river Khan and Saraswati river of city of Indore. You go and see, you can take Achman from there. They were so dirty because of the water plus the total population, and the whole mantra of the whole Swachh Bharat mission success is, Prime Minister said right in beginning October 2014 that Swachh Bharat mission is not a government program. It is not a government mission. It is a Jan Andolan. And you have to create that Jan Andolan. Everybody has to participate. Today, everybody is participating. We are moving towards a very high level of Swachh Bharat. Say, by the end of Swachh Bharat Mission 2.0, things are going to be completely transformed, going to be changed. And you are going to be the agents for that in the Amrut Kal, how we are going to transform the nation. Complete Swachh 2.0. Housing for all. See, housing for all, when the Prime Minister took this, that we are going to provide housing for everybody. It's such a huge challenge. Before this, best ever was done in 12 years. 10 years of UP and another 2 years continued in this regime. Till this Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana was launched. In 12 years, 8.5 lakhs houses. And when this task was given, the preliminary estimate said we have to construct 1 crore houses. When later, the detailed exercise was done, it came to around 1 crore 12 lakhs houses. Nowhere on the Mother Earth people have dared to take up a responsibility like this. In fact, when I took over as a secretary in June 2017, this was part of the HUPA. It was not in my domain. I was in the Ministry of Urban Development. The two ministries were joined together when I took over as a secretary. They would become MAHUA. The joint secretary who was dealing with this, in my first briefing, he says, sir, this is impossible. 1 crore plus houses in 7 years is impossible. Can't be done. I asked him the question, which is the most difficult part? He says, sir, credit linked subsidy scheme, CLSS, if you know. Because that is the banks, and the banks have so far they have not done more than 18,000. Total progress was only 5-7 lakhs. I said, let me take the most difficult part. And today, in the CLSS, there are more than 20 lakhs houses constructed. This is the kind of journey we undertook. He was saying that where will you get the land for this? Today, 1 crore 23 lakhs houses have been sanctioned. More than 1 crore the work has started. More than around 70 lakhs houses completed. And when you say houses completed, means it is not 4 walls. It's the houses which have been constructed with electricity, with the water, with a toilet, with a gas chulha. All these facilities, everything which provides wings to this people who have been deprived for years. Now they can aim to, if you have seen some tweets, if you see, I'm a regular tweeter. I'll see this. Yesterday I tweeted on a girl, doing so well in the high school examination from the village. Think of it, if they get an opportunity in this kind of environment, what is that they can do? And that is strengthening India, making everybody participate in the development of India. So this housing for all is a Honorable Prime Minister said in one of the review Pragati meeting, if you are aware Pragati, he asked for the credit linked subsidy scheme. There are a lot of complaints. You are not able to attend to these things. We started working on it. Because I see that once his vision is there, and we came out with a clap. We came out with a system in which we can trace right from the application till the person gets his house. And that gave us a big push. This the technology, in one of the Pragati meeting, Honorable Prime Minister asked me how you can use this opportunity, leverage this opportunity for getting the best construction technology from the world. I answered something there, but he said, think over it further. And we came out with Global Construction Technology Challenge. I will ask you to go and see this Global Housing Technology Challenge. Now the best technology in the world we were able to get to India through this Prime Minister Awas Yojana. And now that is being implemented in various other, because technology is a technology. It doesn't see whether you are constructing the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, you are constructing a mall, you are constructing a educational institution, you are constructing anything. This technology has come from different parts of the world. How we can do that? Amrut scheme, Amrut 2.0. I mean, now we are trying to make the cities water secure. Many cities have been wiped out from the geography because they were not water secure. Now they focus on water conservation. Apart from providing water, greenery, parks, cleaning this used water and all this, there is a focus on making the cities water secure. I leave it to you. And apart from this, a lot of reforms. Reforms like ease of doing business and construction permit. No, this ease of doing, there's a focus of the Honorable Prime Minister for taking this ease of doing business when the country started doing well. One of the most difficult areas in that World Bank ranking was construction permit, and that was in my domain. And you know, our position ranked, our rank was 187 out of 190. Out of the 190 country ranked, we were 187. Next year we became 186. Then we became 185. But we did not give up. We continued doing the reforms, continued taking that route. And in the year 2020 ranking World Bank, we became 27. Thereafter, because of COVID, this never happened. But from 187 to 27, it's a huge transition. Nobody has been done. And this is completely, construction permit is online. It's a back-to-back, seamless. The people have no problem in getting their construction permit. And that is now the Prime Minister's focus was, why not get this for the whole country? And that's what the many states are doing. You can see for yourself. And like that, many reforms, say getting your streets on the LED lights so that you can, usage of energy goes down. Making your water pumps, sewer pumps energy efficient. That reduces. Many kinds of reforms were undertaken. Even the urban planning, which I'm going to take upon later. Smart Cities Mission. A Smart City Mission, since he has already talked, I will only say, now the requirement is mission to win. All the learnings which this country had, one of the learning was integrated command and control center. See, when I saw the success of integrated command and control center, one ICC cost you around 150 crores or so. When I tasked this BEL, Bharat Electronics Limited, why can't we develop this as a service? So that every usage can be given a fraction of paisa. So that the city can take it for, if they want to do it for cleaning, sanitation, they can do it for say 4-5 lakhs in the whole year. Why not give this as a service? And that has also been developed. They are trying to commercialize that. So many learning from a Smart City Mission. You see this cycle for change, the many cyclable cities, streets for people, nurturing neighborhood. I think all these things must have been shared by Kunal Swami. Skipping that. Day Annualum. This is for making people, strong enough so that they can, take that once you move from the rural to urban. You come with a hope, but you find that the challenges are more. How you can skill them so that they can start doing it. It's a lot of work, and how technology can make the difference. That's the work we did. And this Pradhan Mantri Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi, PM Swanidhi, this was something which, on the Honorable Prime Minister's call, we conceived during this COVID period. And it's one of the most successful schemes. This is one scheme where it is end-to-end complete digital. There is no human intervention. And that is why we've been able to get to such huge numbers, add to the difficulties of these street vendors who are the nano entrepreneurs. They have the entrepreneurship, but they have no money. They have no resources. They are doing this, vending say fruits or vending some vegetables or vending, or even doing your say barber and maybe laundry, but they don't have money. They were taking loan at a very high percent. But with this kind of thing, I will request you, you are all, you have all crossed the barrier of IAS examination. So you can go and see this, how this PM Street Vendor Nidhi has changed. In fact, Honorable Prime Minister has mentioned this in so many of his speeches. This is this successful story of the, now this is first tranche, second tranche, third tranche. people are taking the third tranche. The first tranche was only 10,000 rupees. The second was 50,000 rupees. And fine, in my state of Uttar Pradesh, more than 9 lakhs people have taken this loan. Second tranche, more than 1 lakh have taken this loan. Third tranche, more than 20,000 taken the loan. It is one of the leading states in the country. And the beauty is more and more on the using the UPI, UPI platform. All that this nano entrepreneurs can get into the mainstream through the use of the digital payment system. So this is the PM Street Vendor Nidhi. Once you go to your districts, you go to the cities, you will see. Some of you can take up a project on this, how this has transformed their life. There are many things which have been done. Swanidhi to Samriddhi, like various things have been done. One of you can take up your exercise for your phase 2. Urban transport. This is another very interesting journey. The metro system. Metro system, it was only in few cities, 5 cities. Today it is running in, the number is not correct. Yesterday I was talking to the joint secretary who was with me. Now more than 850 kilometers. Here they say it's only 758 because that's the number I had earlier. Last evening I was talking to him to give you the correct number. Now 852 kilometers of metro is operational in the country, in 20 cities. And work is going on in another, the total say 29 cities. The work is going on for another more than 1,000 kilometers. And for the first time, regional rapid transport system, which is a new thing for the country. It will be inaugurated. First 17 kilometers is going to be inaugurated. We will request Honorable Prime Minister to do the honor. This is going to be the next in another few months, 2 to 3 months. Urban reforms and initiative. I'm just leaving to the various things. Whatever icon I have added, every icon is a lot of effort has been done. How urban areas have reformed. I can see everyone now is waiting. Is a signal for me to end. I will ask you to do some research on this. Everything, every item you must go through on the ministry's website and see how these things have transformed, making a difference. Moving towards an outcome. For the first time, ease of living index. We designed it, we did it, and from that learning, next year we started with ease of living index and our municipal performance index, Swachh Sarvekhan, Payjal Sarvekhan, all these things. Cities on use of the data, cities and the climate change. All these things, there are a lot of things which are parameters we have started doing it. And the last thing which in the last section I have tried to add is the Amrut Kal, when it is 2047, when the country's economy is going to touch say around 32 to 35 trillion. It's not my figure. It's a figure coming from experts at different forums. The kind of expenditure, nearly $10 trillion economy expenditure in the economy. Out of that, half of it going to be in the urban area. Our total number of cities which are million plus is going to be more than 150 by 2047. So how life is going to change? I have tried to collect few figures. I would like you to go through this, see this, and some of this, all these are the ideas for implementation. As a municipal commissioner, all these ideas, and when you take up responsibility as a vice chairman of the development authority, or various other responsibilities, including sub-divisional magistrate. When you are there as a sub-divisional magistrate, as the Honorable Chief Minister was mentioning, the latest concept the Honorable Prime Minister has given to us through the Chief Secretary's conference is, can district become an economic unit? Can the district magistrate lead the transformation of the district? He runs a GDP of the district. We have the GDP of the state. Now, can he have the GDP of the district? Can he play with it, how this GDP can grow, how this can make ultimately the whole process, the whole exercise of the urban transformation, which I have been responsible in the government of India and now in the state of Uttar Pradesh as a chief secretary. 3 things. 1, how we can make the life of the people easier. That is, bringing ease in life of the people, improving the quality of life of the people. The second is sustainability. Whatever we are doing, how we can make things sustainable. If you are doing the transformation, if you are doing some change, will that change disappear after you leave? After 5 years? After 10 years? Or will it sustain over the years? Continued over the years? So sustainability, economic, when I'm going to take the next session, I will going to talk about the sustainability more. And that's the most hallmark of my learning from the Honorable Prime Minister. Sustainability is the focus. And the third is the livelihood opportunities, economic abilities of the cities. How we can improve, say if a city is known for say craft, city is known for certain kind of a art, city is known for certain kind of a business activities. What is that we can do so that that number can grow up? That number can, today if you are say you are making 100 crores business in a year, and that will become 1000 crore. If you start thinking on those lines, this can definitely, you can make a turnaround. You can make a turnaround through more focus, because now we have got the tool, we have the technology, we have the commitment, and the most important, we have got aspiration that we can make that difference. So this, I'm not going to discuss each and every one. I'm just showing you this, the beautiful piece which is going to come up in the national capital, the Central Vista, the new parliament, the triangular parliament, where very soon you will find our parliament is going to shift to this new parliament, and it is going to the people's parliament. Parliament which was conceived by the people of India, parliament which has been constructed by people of India, parliament which has, if you will be astonished to see that the whole country, all 29 states and the 8 union territories, all of them have participated in constructing this parliament. How they did it, what they have done, this is something which you will see once this parliament is inaugurated, and you will feel happy that how this is now the people's parliament. It will invite people, it's not our people's representative, even people will feel good about going and seeing this, visiting this parliament, or the whole Central Vista, the Kartavya Path. If you have been to, you have seen that kind of transformation. That is, the country is transforming in the new ways. So because the time was short, there was something I had to rush through. Maybe I'll take up your questions, take up your ideas after my next session. Thank you. I'll close it here.